are in Orlando, Florida. Missing Caylee Anthony's grandparents go on the record. Where is their missing toddler? That's where we are. We're in this investigation to try to find out what happened. Casey Anthony, Caylee's mother, sits in jail not far from here, facing brand new charges related to her daughter's disappearance. The urgent question, could little Caylee be alive? Does the toddler's jailed mother know something, and something that's important, something that she is terrified to tell? For the first time ever, Caylee's grandparents will take you into their backyard where cadaver dogs searched and crime scene investigators dug looking for evidence. And you will see the bedrooms of Caylee and Casey Anthony. And the bedrooms give you a sneak look into their lives and the mother-child relationship. Moments ago, Caylee's grandparents went on the record. Has she been formally charged now? Because I heard that something today that she was going to be. Do you know?
Yes, actually, I just spoke to her attorney as I pulled in my driveway. I just got home a few minutes ago, and confirmed, because I had heard, rumors about 10, 15 minutes prior to speaking with him, and it was actually. It wasn't a surprise to him. Wasn't a surprise to us. I mean, that's the reason that they were holding her for was. Willful child neglect and withholding vital evidence or something from the authorities. But right now, I mean, her attorney and I'm looking this as a victory, because if they had something else to charge her with, they certainly would have done that today. So that just tells us that they don't have anything on Casey, and they're not going to have anything on Casey. So they want to keep her there because they think she's going to crack and she's going to tell them exactly where Caylee's at. I mean, one thing I know for sure is that Casey knows who has Caylee, but she doesn't know where Caylee's at. And I know one thing for sure is that, Casey is determined that she's going to protect Caylee to the end. If it costs her, her being behind bars the rest of her life, she's going to protect Caylee.
Do you 100% believe your daughter?
Yes, I do.
George, what about you? 100%?
More than 100%. I just had a chance to meet with her on Sunday.
And?
43 minutes out of 45 minutes I got a chance to spend with her. All we did was talk about was Caylee. About her birthday. So many different things that are going to be happening here. She wants me home for that. So I believe my daughter, she's going to be fine. But I want my granddaughter home. She's going to be fine. So.
Now the police say that she lies. That she lied about her job. That she's given him a runaround. What do you know about this? Do you know anything at all?
I haven't had a chance to sit down and talk to Casey about a lot of different things, and I'm sure we'll have a big conversation when I have that opportunity to do so. Lying is not a criminal offense. Lying's not doesn't mean that you're a murderer.
Let me talk about the timeline. And we talk about finding Caylee now, and the best way to do is sort of explore by looking at the timeline. June 13th, there is video of her from a Father's Day event, right?
No, it's June 15th, Father's Day, which I was mistaken early on because, I never even thought about what day Father's Day was. I knew it was a Sunday in June that had taken that video, and I knew that was the last day that I physically saw her, even though I knew that where she was sleeping the next morning. My husband actually saw Caylee and Casey leave on the 16th of June.
All right, so the 15th is Sunday, Father's Day. Everything's normal. Everything's fine. The next morning is the last day that either you or George saw her. Do you remember about what time of day it was?
Oh, specifically, I remember it was 10 minutes to 1 on Monday the 16th.
So in the middle of the afternoon, or early afternoon?
Yeah, it was shortly after the lunchtime hour. I was watching a favorite show I like to watch on TV, a news.
Before you go to work?
Yeah, it's a food channel thing that I watch. So.
And was it here? You were watching here in the living room?
Right, I was sitting right here, almost in the same spot, just watching it, and saw my granddaughter and my daughter come out, with their backpacks, and
like any other day,
just like a normal day type thing.
Do you know where they were headed with the backpacks?
My daughter said that she was going to work, dropping her daughter off at the nanny's house, and that was it. Gave them both hugs, kisses, saw them go out the door like a typical thing that she's done.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
A bunch of smiles, hugs. Dad will see you tomorrow because I might be working a little bit late type deal, and that was it.
Now, I know you won't reveal the details, but can you just tell me, has Casey told you what has happened to that child?
Yes, in her way. And I can't reveal that.
But in her way, so I mean, I know, George, that it was at least reported that you came out the other day and said that Casey said that Caylee was close, which is, rather vague. Is that the kind of information that, Cindy, you have, or do you have like specific information that satisfies you?
She just feels that Kaylee's close. She's still safe.
And I think you can interpret that in a couple ways. Close meaning within the Central Florida area. Close meaning in the neighborhood. I don't think that's what she means. Close to maybe coming home. There's a lot of different ways to interpret that. My interpretation is that she's hopefully in this area.
Well, I guess it's not so much the comment, but I'm wondering whether she was, that she spoke the same way to you in conveying the information, which is sort of code or vague, or whether she was much more specific with you so that you say to yourself, Cindy, I know what happened, and I understand now why it has transpired as it has.
No, I think that is just a genuine statement. I don't think that was a code. I think that's her gut feeling. Again, she's maintained all along that she doesn't know the physical whereabouts where Kaylee's at. She knows who has her, who's responsible for taking her, but she does not know the physical whereabouts. And this is her mom's room. This is Casey's room.
This is Casey's room. And you told me that Caylee oftentimes slept with her mother, right?
Almost every night she slept in here from the time she was born.
This is how the room is pretty much.
This is how the room is always.
And this is...
Except for Kaylee's toys usually being on the bed, a blanket, some stuffed animals, those kind of things.
Well, who's the father? I mean, that's the other big mystery that we don't know.
Kaylee's never had a father. He was a friend of Casey's. He's never been in Kaylee's life. He's not on her birth certificate. He was a friend of Casey's that lives out of state. By the time Caylee was born, he had already started as another family, and he passed away earlier in the year. And again, his family never had knowledge of Caylee, and that was a mutual thing that Casey and he had agreed upon, that he was not going to be part of Kaylee's life. This is her light. Excuse me.
I've never seen so many stuffed animals in my life.
There's more.
There's more? There's everything. They're little monkeys.
Yeah.
Little monkeys, rabbits, tigers.
You can tell the animals have been sleeping on her bed because her pillows are off her bed. Tinker and Tilly find comfort up here since Kaylee's not here.
And the baby picture? Mm-hmm. Baby picture?
Yeah. That has a lot of Kaylee's personality. That was in the hospital, 2 days after she was born. I mean, that's Caylee. With expression like, you know what, you better behave. She's just got her eye on you. So,
and over here are the toys and all the books. What is this? Oh, her birth. Is this her first? This is when she's born.
Yeah, I made that the first week. All those pictures were within the first week of Caylee coming home. We had a baby shower. Caylee was born on a Monday night for Tuesday morning, and we had a baby shower for her on that Saturday. And this was a baby shower present that I had put together for Casey just within that week with pictures and Kaylee's birth announcement.
There's much more of our interview with the grandparents in a few minutes, but first join us live here.